Hi, you guys. We're live. Thank you for joining us.
Hey everyone.
It's me and Heather here tonight. And I don't know if Sharon's going to join us or not. She might, but if not, it's all good. In the neighborhood, we've got it. We've got it holding it down. And I want to say hello to everyone. I want to say, there we go. I want to say hello to Vixen Doe, Teresa Levine,
Black.
Mama Bear.
Oh, there you are. Okay, there I am. My screen's went completely black.
So poop. Joyce Mathau. And okay, I think that's where we're
Mama
at right
Bear.
now.
Hi, Serena.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. If you look in the description box of this live, you should be able to see the the cases that we're touching on. And I'm just going to see this should be going. So let me just check this. Yeah, there it is. Make sure that there we go. Okay, so like the first case that we're going to be covering tonight is a young lady by the name of Immaculate Basil or Basil. And she went by Mackie for short. And she is an Indigenous missing person from British Columbia. Yes, in her case, yes, definitely. I'm going to share with you guys the screen so you can see what she looked like. Well, you can look up here over in right above Heather and you can see her beautiful face. Yep. But there's a little write-up, so I will get on to sharing that with you.
I did find another picture when I was trying to find a little bit more on her story, and there's this picture of her, and she was feisty. That picture in her face was just like, you don't mess with me.
You didn't mess with her, Mackie.
You don't mess with Mama. Yep, you don't mess with Mackie. So.
And she was born December 8th. Yeah, so she was a
Sag.
Yeah. I know a lot of my friends are Sages. 1985. Hey, that sounds like where I live. And but she's been missing for 9 years and 2 days. And she was a casual worker, part-time secretary, substitute teacher's assistant, and homemaker. She was 5'5", and her parents are Samuel Basil and Patricia Joseph, her mother. And again, there she is. Now, she was 27 years old when she went missing in June 14th, Friday. It was a Friday, 2013.
Yeah, just 3 days ago.
Yeah, it's weird. Like the cases I don't really.
It's been missing. It's like a week or a couple of days before they're missing or their birthday. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's interesting, and I have trust me. I'm lucky to get going with both hands. So it's interesting. It's truly spirit.
Most definitely.
And it says that, okay, so she was near the Coos Chi Reservation Reserve, which is 70 kilometers north of Fort James in British Columbia. And it was reported that she was last with her cousin and another man leaving a house party. And her disappearance is considered uncharacteristic of her personality.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. And I will drop in the Wikipedia link on her down here below. She grew up in the foster care system with her sisters, Ida and Crystal. Ida says that their experience there bonded them, that they called each other daily at 10 a.m., and that, let's see, she lived in Fort St. James at the time of her disappearance, and she was working part-time as a secretary and as a teacher's assistant at the school. She had recently split from her longtime partner and a father to her son, Jameson. She was an introvert. Okay, this is important. She was an introvert who rarely partied. Rarely, okay? not known to be big into doing involved with drink or drugs. So it was a surprise to her family that she was going to this party alone and quote unquote drinking, because she was very selective of who she spent her time with. Mm-hmm. And mostly she chose to kind of be a bit of a homebody and connect with her family and her son. And, you know, very beautiful, caring person. Would ask, if you asked her for help, she would do that. But she had, so this was a recent thing, this change with the common law husband, that had ended just before her disappearance. And news of the breakup was also a surprise to the family, because they didn't know the cause of this, the reason why of the separation. It is not public knowledge how long she was with her husband. All right. Wow. So events leading up to her disappearance are not entirely known, but she was, like I said, seen at a house party on the Tachi Reserve, Tachie, before she left with a man named Victor and her cousin Keith shortly before midnight. And it's not been substantiated, but it is reported that she had attempted to hitchhike alone after the truck that she got into an accident. There's a real, did you read about this, Heather?
I read about that, and then I found another site that had additional information, but the ones I read didn't have mention of the husband, the separation of the husband or common law. So that's a new name, but everything that I was reading in one article, Victor kept popping up, you know. Sharon!
Hey, Sharon, we're just reading about our first person that we're going to cover, which is Immaculate Basil, otherwise known as Mackie, out of British Columbia, off the Tachi Reserve.
Well, I'm particularly interested in this because I live in British Columbia.
That's right.
Yes, so, we've had a lot of women disappear, and First Nations women disappear, and you know, I hate that there's this bias against First Nations people, because I don't think there's been the investigation that's been needed, right?
Nope.
Yeah, they gave up the same year that she went disappearing 8 years ago, and they haven't done anything else yet.
Well, not just her, but the litany of women that have disappeared over the years.
Yeah.
There's a big problem, because there's the limitation of laws between let me just get back here to stop sharing for a moment. The litany of laws that you have that are tribal, and then they can't do anything for the people that are living near on the boundaries that want to do weird things, because they have a limit of what law they can pursue, you know, what they can do against somebody that's non-native. Then you've got the U.S. government that, you know, and then there's corruption all within this that creates a problem for these people to ever get.
Sorry that I'm mucking with my camera here.
Oh, that's what I do all the time. It's fine.
It's not cooperating. Okay, that's there we go. Yeah,
so we were just.
I have to tell you, I've had nothing but tech problems this month. I've told you about some of them, and it took me forever to get on here.
Oh man.
Oh,
I thought they fixed that for you, though.
I don't think my service, because I don't have any problem with any other device that I use. So it's something crazy is going on with this computer, and it shouldn't be. It's not an old computer. It's only just over a year old.
My daughter's having issues with hers.
Yeah. So I think I told you that I had a friend of mine who said, you know, oh, I can change the battery in your laptop.
Oh, yes.
You remember me telling you that?
Oh, yes.
Very expensive laptop. And the reason when I buy a laptop, I buy it with, you know, really high specs, because I do too. Because I want to hang on. I'm this kind of person who hangs on to things, right? I don't, you know, I don't go squirrel the next shiny thing. You know, So, anyways, she wrecked it. I sent it to my tech guy,
Oh no.
and he said no damage was done to the, to the board.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Did she offer to?
I have. Did I tell you this was the friend that I took to the ER, and she was so horrible.
Okay, that
Yes.
one.
Oh,
Done.
that friend.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, I haven't heard. I mean, she hasn't tried to contact me, and I haven't contacted her. Like, we're done.
Yeah.
So, I don't. She can't afford to do anything. Just that's barking up the wrong tree. So, and then yesterday I'm coming home on the ferry, and I've got this Chromebook due at 5, which is
Oh,
a
those
big
are-
tablet.
Yep.
With a keyboard. It's great. It's light. And anyways, it slid off my lap.
Ooh.
Oops.
Ouch.
It's done. It's toast.
Oh.
So what could you read on this for me? Like, what the F is going on?
Yeah. We will later. We will
Later. I know later.
Yeah.
But yes.
So it's
Mercury
forced me
retrograde is
to.
over.
What's that?
We thought.
Mercury retrograde is long over now, so you shouldn't be having these problems.
I know. I don't know what's going on. So, and I've been now. The only thing, if I could just take a moment, if you don't have a moment, we can move on. But so I've been, since the laptop was ruined, I've been looking online and trying to think of a laptop I would like to replace it with. Right? Not that I have the money to do that. So I've been, I guess, put it out there, manifested. I need a new laptop. So I've been looking at Chromebooks, I've been trying to make up my mind. So anyways, but when I shop online, and this is a good tip for everybody in the chat, I don't press buy, or I'll put it in my, my favorite list or whatever. I leave it there for 20 or 48 hours before I can come back to it, and I think about it. So anyways, I looked at one last week that a Chromebook had high specs, looked good, and Chromebooks are so much cheaper. So and I clicked on it to order it from Amazon, and then I immediately canceled it. I said I can't justify this purchase, especially since I have this tablet, and I should just get along with that. See, I'm going to write a book. So then then the tablet's destroyed yesterday. So anyways, I decided, I'm just going to get that MacBook Air that I was looking at. It's open box. It's $1,000 Canadian, which is about 700 American. Like, it was a good deal.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
That's a really good deal. Yeah. So I decided I'm not going to muck around with, I had Macs before. My other laptop was my first foray into the Windows 10, 11. So anyways, I'm wondering, did the universe take my manifest, my wish? Like, okay, I can't justify this purchase. So the Chromebook got destroyed so I could justify the purchase. I think you have to be careful how you manifest.
You definitely do.
Yes. Like Sonia says, make it very specific as possible what you are looking for. And if you divert off of any of that, that's giving the universe like mixed signals.
You don't know what you might get.
I know. Anyways, my new laptop's coming tomorrow. But
oh
my God. I might have to ask. I might have to ask my peeps to help make some donations to help me pay for it.
Well,
anyways, I digress. Let's move on.
That's what you're working. Well, we were talking about immaculate Basil's or Mackie's character, and she tended to be an introvert and a homebody.
I did hear some of what you were saying. Yeah,
right. And she ended up going to a house party. June 14th, 2013, and she ended up leaving with a cousin and a friend of his. And then there was an accident. And some people said that they saw her walking, and others, there was a bit of a discrepancy. But anyway, she wasn't somebody that usually partied, but she went out this time.
Right.
And she, let's see, had recently split from her common law husband, which her family was surprised with. So there were some changes going on. And
maybe that's why she agreed to go out to this party, because it was kind of like woo woo. I'm woohoo.
Yeah,
I'm
I think
single.
so. And
that doesn't sound like her normal.
and she was, I don't know how close she was with this cousin, but she was with her cousin Keith and this guy named Victor. And they're saying that there was an accident, and then she attempted to hitchhike after this accident that she was in with them. She wasn't driving the vehicle. Uncharacteristically for her, for an overnight trip, she did not bring her makeup bag or any extra set of clothes. She didn't own a cell phone. She was reported to have been wearing
She
gray.
wasn't planning to stay overnight. She was planning to go home, and then
she had a child. She had a child.
Yeah,
exactly.
And let's see. She had a dark blue iPod Shuffle with white earphones on her when she went missing, and none of those items or her have ever been found.
Right.
So she attended.
When was this? When was this?
She attended a house party Thursday, June 13th, 2013 in Tachi, Tachie. And it's not public knowledge who was at that party that night or how many people were there. But Vanessa Joseph, that I think is her mother, believes that it was mostly her father's side of the family's cousins. And one cousin, Keith, like I said, and a man named Victor, who was known to Vanessa, her mother, were also there. And the party was at a house that was a 20-minute walk from their home. Large portions of her timeline that night that she went missing are not public knowledge. She was alone for much of the night and after midnight when she left with Victor and her cousin. And they have not made public what happened after she left with them.
Can I interject something really quick, Maya?
Yep.
Because on the other article, so I tried to pull up two articles to kind of compare to see if one left information out on the other. And one article said that so far the accident hasn't been proven, that it's an alleged accident, and someone had actually seen Victor coming into town at about 10 a.m. on the following morning with wet clothes.
That's right. There's a lot of twists with this. That's why we're giving you this info. Go ahead, love.
And just when I was shuffling ahead of time and getting some cards out, I did keep getting water in several of them. And just that she was extremely feisty, as in, and I pulled out my native spirit cards.
Oh, yes.
And just what I got was she was a warrior of the heart. Under the thunder drum, the phrase, "This is who I am and what I stand for." Grandfather Sky, do not hold back, express yourself. And the South Keepers of the Spirit Keepers, of the West, if it doesn't feel right, don't go ahead.
So sounds like she may have had a bit of foreboding.
Yep, and this was her attitude, that whatever was going on, she knew what she stood for, what she wasn't going to accept. She freely expressed herself in this situation. And with the Lenormands, I got the dog, which was loyalty, Fox. So there was somebody that she thought she could trust.
Yeah, I mean, she's with her cousin and this other Victor.
I got Bridges for crossing. I also got Whip, Anchor, which is going into water. So there's another water card. And then
the Whip is some kind of abusive action.
Anchor into water, and then the cross for suffering.
Okay.
So those were so right away there's something hinky going on with their story.
Yeah. I agree.
And I got similar with Scott Allen's cards too, with his farm cards.
Okay. Ooh, and I got a chill just now, just on this one left arm. That's kind of weird.
So, what's the first question you want us to
Well, what
on?
happened to her, and if she'll be, excuse me, if she'll be found.
I did ask that before we came on too. I got Great Mystery, which was also water. So there's 3 water cards now. And I got Patience, Faith,
Mhm.
and Illuminated Path. So at some point, just keep having the faith, be patient, and the truth is going to be led to where she can be found. So that was just my initial cards that I was throwing for the decks that I chose for tonight.
Yeah, I too am getting Warrior of the Heart and Ancient Forest, which makes me feel like maybe they took her to an area where there was woodland.
Mm-hmm.
This is there's going to be a lot of woodland around in those areas. I'm getting nature spirits. I get a lot of trees then again, and the spirit of fire. So I feel like there's some kind of resistance.
Yeah.
Interesting you say that. The cards I've got, these are from I have to look at the box. Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards, and they're First Nations ones.
Ooh.
Ooh.
The first one is spring. So I would agree. It's somewhere out, where there's lots of nature. And here's the Earth Guardian. You can see all the greenery and stuff like that. And
Yeah,
then
my cards are really green.
The Water Guardian came up.
Yeah, there's the water. Yeah.
So I agree. There's forest involved and water.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering when they said he had wet clothes. What was his name again?
Victor.
I'm wondering if because of something he did that maybe the car went into the water and he didn't want to report it because maybe he felt he had done something wrong or that he was inebriated or that kind of thing.
I'm also getting Great Mystery, Heather, and again green and blue. And blue.
Yeah, so the forest and the water.
There's so many green and blue in here.
Yes, it could have been a lake or pond. That's right, folks, Miranda or Melinda.
Often that's used to conceal.
Yeah,
and then I got that anchor card.
Yes, anchor.
I've
got a feeling her body has been anchored into a nearby body of water,
lowered down into maybe some.
Or could be just stuck in the car, right?
I don't know that there was any car missing. She didn't have a car, so they could have.
Right.
And she had no phone.
Right.
And I just got the Circle of Life, so I feel like that again is a acknowledgement that she is passed.
Yeah.
I also get Offerings, Peace Pipe, White Buffalo, so I feel like she's returned back to her ancestry and is peaceful. But the Offerings, I feel like are the goings on with people still trying to find out about her case. Grandfather Sky, you got that. And Shapeshifter. Yeah, there's the trickster. There's the fox out of the Lenormand. Okay. Let me just grab another one.
Something happened at that party. I got the snake.
Ew.
And I got the house. So something was going on at that house.
Because it was a house
party. Them leaving. And also a messenger as well. And it's interesting. White truck. The horse is white with the decorations on it. That I got, which would be her child. I got the child card. So I'm feeling like something connected with her, with the child, and with the suffering. I mean, Lenormands really tell quite a story,
Yeah, they do. And she was a mom.
Mm-hmm.
And as we said, we found that she had just separated from her longtime, basically live-in husband.
Common law, yeah.
Common law, thank you. Anna Banana says, I don't see her being found unless there is a drought in that area. I'm not sure if there is a body of water in that area, but I'm sure that there probably would be, being that it's British Columbia.
Yeah. They said the accident happened on Leo Creek Road. So I don't know if there's a body of water near.
There's so many
Leo
lakes in
Creek
British
Road.
Columbia,
Yeah.
especially there.
Let me check and look and see if we can get Leo Creek Road. British Columbia. Yeah. Give me a map. That's annoying.
Oh, I'm using the mermaid tarot because I wanted to, the element of water.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked, tell me about what happened at the party. So the first card is the 8 of Wands. And so there's this mermaid here. There's 8 of Wands. But what's underneath here is an underwater volcano. So something happened really quickly, like the 8 of Wands. But also there's this underground volcano, underwater volcano.
I see it now.
So obviously there was some sort of blow up. There was some sort of argument.
Mm-hmm.
It happened quickly. And I've got it. Yes to that. There's the sun. And it's interesting that these mermaids are dark, like their skin and everything could be First Nations. That's really interesting. So I think whatever it was, I think she fought back. It got strength. And it's the looks like the gray whale going through some netting. So she was being restricted in some way. And then I got the Hermit. Yeah. But look at this one.
I got the
The 8 of Cups, where she's going into the water.
Oh, wow.
Oh, jeez.
Right. And then it ends with the 3 of Swords. And again, it's not a heart. It's this gray whale or humpback whale, whatever it is. And
near
water.
Swords, water. Yeah.
And I just got River with the card at the deck of character and Fire.
Right.
I also get with the card of character, the deck of character, and a few cards that I've been making as demo cards, I get Angsty Teen. Okay. And then I got my Freedom card, where you're getting out, to be able to do what you like to do. I get Wings and I get Ancestors. I get Drunken Sailor and Treadmill. I feel like it's somebody that's drunk that has a habit of acting a certain way.
There was another part of the article where someone said they saw her walking on the road. She was walking away, hitchhiking. So when you said treadmill and with the walking, that kind of popped into my head.
Yeah. And then I've got the River and Fire. Let's see. Home and Hole. Oh. A hole. There's a house and a hole. Oops. Wait a minute.
Yeah, there's the house again.
Yeah.
There's the house card, the house party.
And again, so like it's coming, those cards are coming near a river and fire. Did they have a bonfire out there somewhere that night, or near the river, or near a water feature? She could have been down around there, and something could have happened there.
The fire could be like what I got on that card, the volcano, that some sort of blow up happened.
That's right. It could be temperament.
Yeah, because all my cards, the different decks I use, I got all arguments.
Right.
I got the Page of Swords was, young, immature.
And I
There's
got
the
that
swords.
angsty teen sticking out the tongue.
Five
I
of
got-
Swords.
I've got that too.
Mm.
Argument, conflict, and Seven of Swords, deception, schemes,
Uh-huh.
and stolen. So, and then I got similar cards almost to exactly with the Farmer's Tarot of Scots that I use. Conflict, obstacles, naivety, loss, pain, grief, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then when I did the Lenormands just a little while ago, when I asked about Victor,
Mm-hmm.
I think with the party, she took a chance to go out and she went with them, but
Mm-hmm.
one of them was two-faced. There's, the mask.
Mm-hmm.
And then the guy presented himself to be all nice and sweet, gentleman, the flowers, the bouquet kind of type. But then right after that, it was the fox. He was up to no good.
It was all a facade.
It was all a facade. Yep.
Yeah. What I get is, and this is the deck of character. The bottom of the deck, is the moon. So there's a lot of secrets around this.
Yeah. And we got the Great Mystery card from
Yeah,
the native deck,
right.
both of
Yep.
us.
And the first card is the candle. And what struck me right away was her innocence. She's a bright light and
Yeah.
she's pure of spirit.
Yep.
And so, she certainly wasn't thinking anything was going to go wrong, but then the poop hit the fan.
Yep. Oh, there's
there-
the poop.
Yeah, and there's the blow up. There's the blow up again, right?
Yep.
And I'm not sure what the wizard means.
Kind of maybe like the magician trying to manipulate her, create
Yeah,
a situation.
Well, that could very
where-
well be. Yeah, manipulating
Disguise.
her. And then the angsty teen came up.
I got that one too.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
And I got
the lounge chair. So I think, manipulate her, and they got her to not suspect anything. She was quite relaxed. And then I got the river.
I got the river as well.
So
Yeah. I think
don't
she
think-
ended it.
I don't think there's a pond or lake card in the deck of characters.
No.
So
Really,
river
out of
would be-
111 cards, wow.
I don't think so.
That's why I added a few of my own to it. I
Yeah.
like, there's no cat either, so I added a cat.
Right. I'm just going to check that to see, is there any other?
And I'm just going to ask straight up, was Keith and Victor responsible? Because I think they were.
Yeah, well, I got a hit earlier that, there is ocean here.
And
Yeah.
swamp, but they
Yeah, but maybe they're trying to say like fresh water, like it was a lake.
don't.
Yeah, I shuffled for Keith alone, and I got the chariot. So there's the both of them driving together. There's the vehicle
Because he
there's the
was
truck,
driving. Mm-hmm.
and then I got
Right.
King of Pentacles, and I also got the Hierophant. And then I got the Four of Swords.
Mm.
So I think the both of them know something, and they put it to rest. To me, this could be rest, or this could be, a death card for some people.
Yeah, like a burial spot or something, even for me.
Yeah.
Because it's a tomb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, King of
I get mountains. Here's the swamp card.
oh jeez.
So there is, again, like a marsh or wetland, something wet. And he was said to be somebody, it just kind of sticks with me. Somebody saw him looking all disheveled and wet.
That was
The
Victor.
river. Yeah.
Mhm.
I get candle as well and sunken ship. Good
They said
gravy.
he was wet all the way up to his chest, like he'd been in water that went up to his chest.
Aha. I think this fellow was, I don't know why the cousin wouldn't stop this person unless they were in on the behavior.
Hmm.
Or were they passed out?
Yeah,
it's just,
there was an overflowing emotion. There was like like with Sharon and we're all getting to that fiery card. There's
Mm-hmm.
the Ace of Cups, and the first word says right here, overflowing emotions, and also love. So I'm wondering if this Victor guy thought he could,
Make a move.
move on her. Then I got the Four of Pentacles, which is protecting your assets. I think she wanted nothing to do with that. She was, and then I got the Five of Wands, and
Fighting.
there's this, the fight, the struggle.
I get the weirdo card. Great.
Yeah. And she wanted nothing with it. She was the Queen of Wands. I got this card too through Scott's deck. Queen of Wands. She was self-insured. She was independent. She inspired others. She cared about people, and maybe that's what attracted him to her. I don't know, but she was having nothing of it, with this guy, and that might have been drinking too.
I even got the punch, like a physical punch card.
Yeah.
Yeah. And ancestors again. And gun. Compass is facing north. Hey, put myself in the hot seat. So the compass was facing north.
Mm-hmm.
There's a knight. I think that's the direction that they went towards from that house party. Someplace north. Guts and broken heart. Naked man and cave.
That's interesting. I just got, when I asked again about Victor, I got King of Cups, and then I got the Lovers. So he was emotionally, I think, invested or interested in her. There's the Lovers card, the love interest, and then I got the Hermit again for the second time tonight. And
I wonder if he was a little older.
I don't know, but
or maybe that was
I'm
her
thinking,
just
Yeah.
I think
yeah,
this was her
wanting to be alone.
because she was an introvert. This is
That's
introspection,
right.
solitude.
Right. Yes.
So I'm thinking that, he's the King of Cups, wanting to get all emotionally involved with her, the Lover's card, and she was not interested at all.
I want to see why what was her cousin's role in all this? Why, wouldn't they have stuck up for her or what?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I keep getting confusing with the cards, so I'd be interested to see what you ladies are reading on the cousin. I'm going to actually shuffle on the ex-husband. Just for the hell of it.
Okay. I was wondering if either one of those people, but I'm getting strongly Victor, if there was a sexual or assault or an attempt of sexual assault. And I've got the Knight of Cups. So that's him. I think he did make an advance. But she wouldn't have anything to do with it because, she'd known him since, they were children, and it just wasn't something she entertained with him. The Three of Cups, I don't know. I kind of take of that as, the party, and I think he was drunk. And I think you're right. I think he, the Eight of Cups, I think he wanted to see there was something involved there with love that he wanted to
pursue.
He wanted to pursue it, and that he saw her as the Queen of Cups. Okay, so the Page of Wands, I think she clearly gave him the message, no. but he pushed ahead. There's the chariot.
I got the
Mhm.
chariot before too.
Yeah. And then, it didn't go well. And I think, yes, he ended up putting her into the water. And she died. There's temperance. I see that, as an angel, she became an angel. And here, look at this. The 10 of Swords.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think we're on to something there.
Yeah, when I asked about the ex-husband, I didn't get anything that was alarming. It was just, it was once a happy home.
Right.
Page of Swords. She wanted a fresh start, something different because they were, having marital spats. And then the next card I got was Ten of Pentacles. So to me, that doesn't feel like anything negative on the ex-husband's part. I'm really feeling Victor,
Yeah.
is responsible. Allegedly, YouTube for entertainment.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny. When we first started this, Victor flashed in my mind
Yeah.
before. Yeah. So I got that.
That's just weird. I'm asking, like, why wasn't what was the cousin's response? And I get desert and I get bed.
Maybe he was asleep.
He might have been. He may have passed out.
He might have been passed out. Yeah.
And because it shows me glasses, look more deeply, and sunken ship. I think subconscious. I think he was blacked out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And not.
It's so interesting, ladies. I've never done this before.
Oh, really?
Nope.
Yeah, I like doing this because it gives me a purpose to reading. It's just not. I mean, I enjoy giving readings for people.
Right.
Maybe not so much with politics, giving my energy into that, but with this, it feels like I'm doing something for the greater good, even if it's a small little.
I think we shed light on their cases, lighten them up a little bit, or add a little movement, or kind of shake them loose a little bit.
I'm looking at her picture, and she has such lovely eyes. There's depth to those eyes. There's intelligence and innocence there that I see.
Yep.
And just the way, and also just the way she is confident.
Mm-hmm. She doesn't look like somebody that you could easily just go up and pull
in fact,
the wool
what
over.
I forgot to say in the last throw that I had was the energy of the reading when I was talking about that Victor probably tried to, make advances. The energy of the reading was strength, and I think that was her strength. Like she was going to have nothing of it.
Oh yeah, and I got punch. I think that was her.
Yeah.
Punch is like no.
Exactly. Yeah. So that was the energy of the reading, her strength. That I don't think he was expecting.
No, and I think it pissed him off. I get crystal and I get demon. So I do feel like it just kind of let me just bounce myself over here. I think this just ended up putting a resolve in him that crystallized his anger. Yeah. I think, if she slugged him and that caused an accident, who knows, maybe her resisting could have caused the accident. And the cousin could have been knocked out for all we know, too. All three of you got her turning him down flat. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. She wanted nothing to do with them. But now I need to see if she'll be found.
This is I don't think this.
I don't think so. I get tears. And I get like the holy breath. And also the last, breath.
I'm going to ask my pendulum.
I'm also getting stereo and hot springs. So again, like a marsh, someplace maybe where she couldn't be heard. So that there's like they could turn up music, or there would be something loud from the car. Again, near water. What does that mean? Yeah, I get it. Violence. I get heaven and shield. So she's in heaven, and she's, has the shield of protection. Okay, so I think none of this makes me feel like it. I feel like she's able to deal with it in heaven, but I feel like also the shield is also, she's covered up. So I don't think, I think it's her way of saying, unlikely. She's mountains again.
I just asked. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you done, Maya?
Oh, I don't know. Then I get a dumpster, and then I get the lost and found recovery. This is a card I made. It's like recovery for items. Maybe way into the future.
Yeah, I gotta know. I asked if they are going to find her, and I gotta know that. I mean, it could change because the energy can always shift. I asked if Victor was responsible for her disappearance and her death, and I got a strong yes. I asked if her cousin was involved. I've got to know. And I said, does he know that Victor did it? And it wobbled. It really wouldn't answer. So I asked because of the drunken sailor
Mm-hmm.
card that you were sharing, got.
Yep.
I asked if he was passed out during the time that she was attacked. And I got a yes. So that could be what you and Sharon are picking up on, that he was unconscious at the time. I don't know if it was from alcohol, from the accident, or what, but
Maybe both.
well, that's what I want to ask. I was going to ask if there really was a car
I
accident.
threw some cards on whether the police questioned Victor,
Uh-huh.
and it came up very clearly yes, but they had to do some more deeper investigation. Here's a study. They really had to do a lot of work. So I guess they weren't able to do that. I think they weren't. I take this as a burden. I don't think they were able to come up with the burden of proof, right?
Yeah. Because I think they said, well, she just, walked off.
Right.
And it's hard for them to prove that she did not do that, and
Exactly.
could have died of exposure, or, I'm just thinking of the things that they would say.
Yeah.
I asked my pendulum several different times if there was any sort of vehicle accident. I worded it 3 different times, and I kept getting a strong no.
Isn't that interesting?
Because in that one article, it did say, and it was alleged that there was no proof. They said there was, but there's no actual proof that there was an accident. So I asked 3 different ways, and I got a no.
That's interesting. Where did I set my pentacles?
I'm just wondering if this guy has done this to other women.
I think so. It kind of feels to me like a drunken sailor to me when that came up. Kind of felt like this is something this dude does when he gets off his head, and chances his arm, and he sees that he's got a a moment to, I think, act. Let me see what I get with. Put these cards back in here. Come on. Come on. Back in. Okay. All right. I'm going to see if I can use this. All right. Will Mackey be found? Kind of getting a maybe. I'm using this little, oops, let me just put myself up here. I'm using this little device here that
love that.
It's really pretty. It's blue.
You got that off of Etsy?
Uh-huh. And it was, really inexpensive because it's small, and because I don't need anything big. I like the smaller stuff because I don't have a lot of room. So, but it keeps going and wobbling around the maybe with her being found.
Interesting you say that, because I asked if the police are still working on this, and like the RCMP. And the first card I got was, it's still on their minds. This is my thinking card and decision card. So I think it's still on their minds. I think they will be able at some point move forward and have a resolution to this. But what's the other card you're saying? It's going to be divine timing. It's going to be a lot of work. And they've had delay after delay.
Yep.
And what I got my full card here, but what I got from that was it's going to be some random thing that will blow the case open. Here's the messenger.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a cold case, but they're still really thinking about it. Like it hasn't left their minds.
I think so too. I think there's people that it really, really bothers.
Yeah.
Obviously the family, but.
Yeah, obviously the family. Yeah, but
I think they're still working on it too, Sharon.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting.
Maybe just on the down low, waiting for someone to slip up.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because I went ahead and used my wisdom of the oracle cards, and
right.
I got building blocks. So
wait, let me
these
put you
are still building a case.
Yes.
Oh wow, look at that!
I think they've got an idea.
Yeah, I think so too. I think
and there's the thinker, so they know they're trying to figure out how to.
Yeah, and I got the thinking card too.
Mm-hmm.
And I got orphaned, which is interesting because I know her child is orphaned.
Yeah,
but that might be them singling him out.
Oh, that's true too.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got the sea card again, the water.
There so you go.
He might take them eventually to her out in the boat. I'm hoping, because energy changes. I know when I use my pendulum, I have to keep reminding myself, even with the pendulum, it's still energy can change. Nothing
exactly.
is. And the bottom of the card, exchanging gifts. So I think they're going to make a deal.
Well, you know what? I had cards like that. I didn't say it, but I had a card that said for sale. So I felt like someone's going to be, and then the bottom of the deck showed me.
Yes.
Oh, okay. And then there was a dollar sign on the bottom of the deck. So
maybe that money.
Yeah.
$20,000. I guess the family Ida approached the council, the tribal council, and asked for them to put up money for any leads in their daughter's, and her sister's, death. And they put together $20,000, and even after 8 years, no one has still jumped on that. but maybe at some point.
Well, as I said, it might be some random thing. Something will break it open.
I think maybe
Anna Banana says here, I think they'll get a breakthrough because of the sister's relentless questioning. So obviously she's keeping it fresh in the police's mind too.
Right.
Good for
And
her.
I also think, hi Joe G, glad you could make it tonight. I also think that there's just something about this that's I just think that there's a good chance that she could be found, that something will crack it open. And maybe if this guy, whoever did it, that obviously scares the bejesus out of people to come forward, maybe if he goes to jail or something like that, or is not around to be a threat, people might go, that money.
If they feel safe enough.
Yeah.
Because he might be in jail for another crime.
That's what I think. That's what I wonder.
I mean, someone's got to know something. With any murder case, people have got to know. Nowadays with, technology, everyone with a cell phone and a smartphone. And
it's a shame she didn't have one.
Yeah. It shows how private she was.
Yeah. And she just may not have had the money quite yet. She was working and she had a child, and it can be hard to make ends meet. She just may not, that may have been a luxury at that time, 2013, that she just wasn't able to afford quite yet. So there's like,
but she is at peace.
Yeah, I do get she is at peace. One of the things it says, the area consists of numerous rivers, ponds. See, Tashi is 45 minutes north of Fort. When my compass thing said north, remember? Of Fort St. James. And Kuzche is 45 minutes north of Tachi. The area consists of numerous rivers, ponds, lakes, rolling hills, and the land is covered in forest.
Exactly. As soon as you said Fort St. James, I have a good idea where it is, and what you said is true. It's be lots of rivers, lots of lakes, and lots of trees.
Yep, logging roads.
I mean,
and
we are in a temperate rainforest here. That's the the category of our landscape. Yeah.
It says the railway is no longer in use, and the local sawmill owned by Tanzil Timber was shut down before Basil's disappearance. Various animals are known to the area, including cougars.
Oh yeah, lots of animals. Yeah.
Black and grizzly bears, coyotes, and wolves. Okay. The theories that have been put forth are due to family connections and a young child whom Basil was known to be affectionate toward. In addition to no history of running away, it is considered unlikely that she ran away. Although they are skeptical that she ran away, the RCMP are hesitant to attribute her disappearance to foul play. Why?
Yeah.
That's because I'm sorry.
There's the bias. There's the bias.
Yeah.
So I threw some more cards, and I said, "Is someone going to come forward and take advantage of that award, monetary award?" Well, I saw delay, so they've been hanging back, right? And the first card is faith. Someone will come forward, but the thing about that, we're afraid. It says don't sweat the small stuff, but this was big stuff, and they were sweating. They were sweating that they didn't want to talk because of fear.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Yeah. And that house, I think this is what came home to me. I mean, what hit me was this is going to come home to roost. We have to have patience. and that they are going to come forward and claim that gift.
Oh yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah. What's the next card? Yeah. But right, they have been scared to come forward.
Yeah.
Forward.
I believe it.
Yeah, right, Joji. Same can be said for cell phone towers.
Anna Banana has a good point here. The police probably thought that there what didn't. Yes, because man, they assumed the breakup caused her to run away from responsibility.
I'm just a woman. I'm just a woman. That
Hard
can't
in a bottle
control
is
my
what I
head.
say to that.
I say more than likely it's a man that caused her disappearance. How about that? Let's switch it
Exactly.
around.
And the card that just jumped out when we were all saying this, never ending story.
Yeah. Yeah,
Even
never
the
ending
universe
story
agrees.
that men
putting out
say.
there.
Yeah, that men
And she's
say.
going like this, never ending story.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
is why this keeps happening.
And this is important too for people to understand. Joji says 57% of homes on Indian reservations do not have the internet, and they did not just this year in 2022.
Yeah.
And it's the lack of infrastructure, and President Biden is working on this. And cell phone towers and all of that sugar, so
I don't know what the statistic is in Canada. Probably similar, but I know they are working really hard on
catching up.
bringing rural internet service to rural areas. That's how I got, at a reasonable price. That's how I got my, why I'm coming to you crystal clear. Because of the new things that come out for rural internet.
Especially out there where you're at.
Yeah. So as I said before, the island itself has great internet service. It's just I'm so far off the road.
Yeah, when you're out in the boondocks, huh?
Yeah. Well, not really. It's just this piece of property. It just costs too much to bring in cable or anything else. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And we don't have existing phone lines here because, we're off the grid.
Of course. Yeah. Which, can be a blessing or not so much.
Yeah.
All right. I guess we'll move on to the next person.
Well, that was very interesting, ladies. Thank you.
Yes, that was. I'm glad to see that at some point in the future, she may well be found.
Well, I wasn't
possibility
at first when you mentioned it, Maya. I wasn't sure whether if I had skill in looking into these cold cases, but the cards were coming out.
That's right.
Yeah.
And also, I always felt drawn to start doing this with you because it was this woman from BC, so from British Columbia.
Yeah, and that area, so you can you can kind of say.
Oh, absolutely. It'd be easy to hide anybody.
But unfortunately, as beautiful as it is there, that is very true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to now go. I'm going to show you.
I'm just going to run and grab some water really quick, ladies.
No problem. I'm going to
share
what?
this. One day we should do the case on my nephew.
Yes. Oh my God.
They still haven't.
You just let us know.
Yeah.
This is the following next case. Can you guys see that?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Khalia, and I believe she's such a beauty. Such a beauty.
Where is Tallahassee?
Tallahassee, it is.
Is that Tennessee or something?
Yes, Tallahassee is in Tennessee. She was 13 years old and 5'6", 200 pounds. Her again near the St. Let's see. Near the Joe Louis Street. She was last seen June the 10th of this year, 2022.
Recent.
Yeah. In the area of, I'm going to take this earring off because it's kind of irritating my ear, of, as I said, Joe Louis Street, Khalia Bethia, was last seen wearing a gray t-shirt and black shorts. Again, she's about 5'6", and for a 13-year-old, she's a pretty big girl.
Yeah.
She has shoulder length braided hair, about 200 pounds, and she's 13, so she looks a lot probably older. Even despite this picture, it makes her look, very young. So the number to call, if you know of anything, if you see her, is the Tallahassee Police Department at 850-891-4200. All right. And that was about all. She is a juvenile. Again. And there's people, I don't know, like when I'm looking at this Twitter response, they say, I just saw her today. She was with her friend. They were out being grown. I promise y'all she's not missing. I don't know. Because Twitter. Yeah. I don't know about that.
And she went missing June, also on the 10th, within a week, of 2 weeks of this reading.
Oh, God. That's crazy. All right. So that was her. Let's see what we can get on Khalia. 13 years old, out of Tennessee, Tallahassee.
And she went missing this year?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, 2022.
Just
last week.
6 days ago. Let's see what I get. Khalia. Queen of Cups. Oh, no wonder. I'm holding the deck upside down like a fool. Okay. Oh, thanks, False Teeth Real Tarot. Thank you for hanging out for a wee bit. Oh, gosh, where's my fan? I'm getting there we go. Getting warm. Okay. I see a woman, an older woman that is trying to stand up. And I'm presuming this could be a mother, an auntie, or somebody looking for her. Because I get that 7 of Wands. They're defending.
Yep. First card.
You too.
Card. The Mother Bear.
Oh, wow.
Bear. Little Norman.
I'm getting the 2 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. That feels like family hitting the streets, going out there. Have you seen her? Have you seen her? I feel like it's like a electronic with the 2 of Wands putting the word out. Whew, Lord, am I sweating. 10 of Pentacles falling under the Mother card, or what I consider to be the motherly card of the Queen of Pentacles. Knight of Swords, looking for her, turning over every stone. I get the World, could be success, and I get the Ace of Cups. I do think that she may be recovered. Whew. Prince of Wands, 5 of Cups, Prince of Swords. It seems like young folk. And the Knight of Pentacles. Sometime. It's kind of looking to me like they would find her again.
Yeah, I'm feeling that too. Do you get the sense that she was a runaway?
I think she might be. I think she could have been groomed. She could have been groomed by somebody.
I don't even know.
I am a little concerned, though, because I do see the 5 of Cups.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that could just be like getting homesick, feeling sorry that you chose to do it, get out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 6 of Wands. I think she'll be ID'd. 4 of Wands, Queen of Wands, and Judgment. I do think she'll be recovered.
Mm-hmm.
But I did get 9 of Pentacles, financial independence.
Oh, she
Trying
wanted to be grown.
Grown woman, but then get this, the double
What?
card.
Somebody trying to take advantage,
Someone
I
that she
think.
looked up to her. Yeah, she looked up to this individual. I think it's
Grooming for
probably like a
trafficking.
pimp. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Lenormands I got there. I just believe they're going to find her because right after you said you had the 2 of something, I got a 2 card too, number 2. This is good luck. There's the clover. I think they're going to be with the Bridges card. It just feels like they're going to get
maybe find the location.
Coming together. That's the only thing that's a little off, but people are coming together like the bridge to find her. She took off, but I think she's going to find out that it was not a good decision. I do get the suffering card. But she may send a message for someone to help her find her, or someone sends a message where to find her. And I do get the Sun card. So I think she's kind of in a very unpleasant, least to say, situation. And she's going to find out that, So I could just keep going with the Lenormands. They just keep telling the story,
Yeah.
Yep, and there we go.
Yeah.
Kind of being cut down.
Oh, let me get you back up.
Oh,
go ahead.
Yeah, I got the scythe, cutting away. Taking her from. For me, this is like the family tree help.
That's right, like cutting a limb from the tree.
And there's the man. There's the individual.
I don't know. It kind of looked like white Jesus. Sorry, I had to have a little bit of fun.
Oh my! Every time I'm gonna be like, oh no,
it's white Jesus.
But yeah, there's a lot of people involved. So yeah, she's in a system.
I was just gonna say it looks like a system.
So yeah, I believe it's trafficking.
I think so too. Anna Banana says, High Priestess. And that 8 of Swords, she's feeling trapped. Thought it was a good idea to get some freedom, and she's also getting that she'll be found.
Yeah, she probably trusted this guy because those guys can be very smooth talkers.
Oh yeah, they make them feel like they're the only girl on the planet. Right. And they promise them money and gifts and attention.
Be trafficking could be moving her.
Oh my goodness, that looks like
This could be maybe crossing state lines. True. Also, a bridge crossing over out of Tennessee, maybe into another state.
Yep.
But someone sends word, and I do find her, but not after all this.
Yeah, I think her family are just going to be go. I think she's got a large family too, by the looks of it. Hey, Joe G says, laughing out loud, we got to watch the free movie on YouTube. I will. Trailer Park Jesus. I'm already that sounds good to me.
Oh no.
Yeah, it sounds great.
But there was a show called Black Jesus too. That was hysterical. All right.
Okay, I'll show you what I got. I think she'll be found too. I asked if she was actually a runaway.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, truth. That's the truth of the matter. The family just has to be patient. There's going to be celebration because she's going to be returned to her own bed.
Oh, thank goodness.
And, that's the gift. And it's because of the strength of the family that she'll be coming back. And then I threw some more cards. Like, why did she do this? And, she had big dreams for herself.
This girl wants to dream big.
Yeah, exactly. But then it didn't turn out the way she.
Oh, she's like, what?
Like, what the fuck?
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I do too. Got some real
And it turned
attitude.
out that, yes, I think someone did approach her.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, because she's sweating here, buckets. And here I've got the two hearts, but fear. So that could be the trafficking angle. And but again, I got yes that she will come home. But I think you're right. She ran into something she wasn't expecting.
Yeah, this is going to be life changing for her because twice
Yeah.
now I've gotten the coffin card, the
Yeah.
flowers, the the death card, rebirth. This has really scared her. It's going to wake her up, and she's going to take it as a gift, as a awakening.
Good.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Realized she was
yes
lucky.
as well. Yeah.
She's going to.
She was very lucky. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot to back you up, Heather. I forgot to do the bottom card, the energy of the reading. Yes, this is really. She's suffered. Like she realizes that
was a big.
It was a dumb move.
Yeah.
Big mistake.
Yeah. Big mistake.
Yep. She's in the cage. She's
Yeah.
Been lured in and with the cheese.
Yeah, with the flower. Look at that beautiful flower. Oh, I love you. Come in here.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Lock the door.
Exactly.
Yeah. She may even find a way of escaping herself because she's got the key to get out of that trap. She'll find a way.
Yeah. I'm just going to ask.
I just wish there weren't these
find
kind
that
of
guy.
people
Yeah.
in this world.
I'm so sick and tired of them making money off of women's misery, women's bodies.
But you have to look, a lot of music now and movies, all they do is glamorize strip clubs, stripper poles. I mean, I know that a lot of people use them for exercise and it's fun and what they do, but I'm just saying they're like.
I'm very picky about the lyrics. Yeah.
Glamorizing, they're glorifying this lifestyle, and a lot of these young women think, oh, this is how I'm going to make money, this is how I'm going to get respect, and then it turns and they realize until they're in there, like in that cage and they're trapped, they realize really, what's going on.
I just threw some cards on, are they going to catch this guy? And I think they are going to trap him somehow. He's defending himself there. And of course, the King of Pentacles is doing this for money. It's all about money. And the Ace of Wands, which is, a yes. And I guess they'll follow the money trail. They'll figure it out. There's the Ten of Pentacles.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they're going to get him.
Oh, definitely. Polar bear.
Yeah.
There's the man, and there's the suffering. Yeah, he's gonna get us. Yep. Oh, here we go again.
Sorry.
Sorry about that.
That's not your fault.
They have drag races out here almost every night, and the police don't do anything about it.
Oh, what you'll hear here is birds and owls at night.
I wish I just had birds and owls.
I'm so blessed. I mean, I went out, I was outside today, just standing there and looking at the trees. I frequently, I think I do it daily, where I'm just so thankful about where I am.
Be glad.
Oh yeah, I'm very, very, very grateful.
There's been some fireworks going off here because I think the Warriors just won something, or I don't know, sports. Because sports.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why Shan and I can't wait till we relocate to Oregon. Where it's green.
Where are you now?
Niagara Falls, New York.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Oregon's nice.
Yeah, crime here is.
And Portland is really a neat city.
We want to go down south to the southern border where the Rogue River is, Ashland with the park, and everything's all artisans and theater and just trails and trails that you can hike. It's just beautiful. I just can't wait.
don't blame you.
Scott told me it's going to take 2 years. I'm like, no, Scott, we want to go next year. He goes, well, I'm sorry. I keep getting 2024. I'm like, now I'm even more determined.
No, we're moving sooner. Yeah, I can hear the boom, the fireworks starting to
Oh.
go.
I'm hearing some loud birds now. They come out about this time of night.
Oh, I like that here too. We get these
Mhm.
woodland doves and they go cuckoo, cuckoo.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's so relaxing. I'm like, oh, I'm so relaxed.
I
love
get
it.
I get the owls at night going, who cooks for you? Who cooks for you?
Mine would be nobody. No, I'm just kidding. That's not true. My husband.
Hey, Maya, I feel kind of weird being on the.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me. Yeah.
There we go. It was like,
I left you on there too long.
oh, I was thinking a little too hot. Like Ron calls it the hot.
No problem. We have another case here just to look at because my
Okay.
nose is dribbly.
I'm enjoying this, ladies. Thank you.
Well,
Yes.
thank you for
inviting me.
joining us.
Yes. This is the case of Jody Lynn Brandt. And she's 16 years old, left her home in Gwinnett County, Georgia to make a 12-hour drive.
Can you show us the
Yeah, I'll show
thing?
you the
Yeah.
picture. Get
Thank
you
you.
to share the picture. Here's my.
That's great because that
And you need to see the
helps.
picture.
Exactly.
I do. Anyway.
Yeah, I do too. I like looking into
visual-
their eyes.
I do too. So let me just get to that and let me get to a better picture image of her. There you go.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's weird. I was just before you put that on there. I closed my eyes and I got this picture of a blonde girl, and then it's blonde. Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is, yeah. This is
They're all
her.
such attractive young women.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Hey, Jody Lynn.
And let's see what we get on her. So, okay, she was 16 years old and she left her home in Gwinnett County, Georgia to make a 12-hour drive north to Oakland County, Michigan. That's quite a way. Jody, age 16, Jody Brandt, this was in 1994.
Oh wow.
And
Oh,
she was planning to spend a long weekend with her cousins in the Pontiac area. She never arrived, and days later, her car is found torched.
Oh no.
Oh no. In a remote part of Monroe County, Michigan.
Who lets their 16-year-old daughter
Exactly.
drive? Maybe I know maybe she was responsible, for her age
No.
and stuff, but you don't let.
I
Hell, I
just
was scared, and I was 27 driving, just across to Massachusetts, which is an 8-hour. I mean, and she's 16. I couldn't know.
and a little blonde girl like that. Mm-mm.
Yep, being naive, thinking. I don't want necessarily assume she was naive.
Yeah,
But 16, guys, come on,
I was naive, and she surely had to be. I mean, I'm not going to judge her parents or nothing. There's no point by now. But she was 16 when she left her home in Lawrenceville, Georgia, May 27th, 1994, and headed north on I-75. And she was going to visit a cousin in Pontiac, Michigan, where she grew up. There was, okay, now here's a little more. Phone call from the Michigan-Ohio border. At one point during her drive, Brandt called her cousin to say she was lost, oh God, in Erie, Ohio. Police believe she was either in the Toledo area or Erie, Michigan, just north of the Ohio border. Brandt received directions from her cousin and continued her trip. Then there was a strange voicemail, because remember, this is before the phones and everything. You'd have to go to a payphone. So the same day, Brandt left a message on the answering machine of one of her friends around 6 p.m. She said she was in Pontiac doing okay, according to authorities. Officials believe she may have been forced to make that call. That's what I have. So Let's see.
Well, the first card I got was the He-Man getting a pause, a delay. So she did get lost, you said, according to
Yep.
them. Pause, delay, wait, feeling powerless. Yep. Someone came in really quick. They just swooped in
Ooh.
when it got her, overpowered her. And now there's a grief and a loss. I don't believe she's alive.
No, I don't either. All she could have had to do was get confused again and ask somebody, that is not a good person for directions. Let's see. Jody Lynn Brandt. Okay, let's see what happened to her and if she'll be found. Whew. Okay. That's interesting. I get the Ace of Cups and the Six of Wands. Great deal of emotion, and this is like, for me, this is this could have been them thinking that she had the maturity to do this. But Six of Cups, this is still a child. The family, I think, probably is regretting this. There's a lot of memories. I'm being shown nostalgia. All right. Ace of Cups, though, that's that overflow of emotion. I think somebody saw her and liked the way that she looked. She stood out. Queen of Swords. Two of Cups. Okay, now I get a reverse Ten of Cups. And the Magician with that Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, Two of Cups, reverse Ten of Cups, and the Magician. That's somebody definitely, it could have been a woman, I don't know, that could have been part of a team, because I do have that Two of Cups.
I got the Lover's
and
card.
Manipulate. Oh, you do?
Yeah, I'm getting the Sun. Oh, go ahead, Sharon. I think she's on mute.
Oh.
No, I'm just saying I got the Lover's card too.
Oh, okay.
And here's it feels like she was manipulated by a woman. Or a feminine energy. Because it's near to this upside down Ten of Cups and the Magician.
So I got the Sun card.
Let me put you there.
So she was exposed. Well, the word on here, exposed,
Right.
not hidden. She was happy, joyful.
Yes.
She did catch the attention of. I'm getting the same two cards for that guy who was the
Ew.
the pimp in the last one. I'm
Creepo
getting the
pants.
Lover's card. I'm getting the Hierophant. So I'm thinking somebody made her think, or this was maybe a gift, or two people working together to get her this individual. Because then I got the Star card, so she stood out, and of course there's the blonde hair.
Exactly.
They keep watch over who's coming. Choosing to move forward, developing, having a clear plan. So they lay their eyes on her. And then I got the last one. I got the Seven of Cups, which is fantasies, dreams, and
Yep.
So it may have been them saying, "Here, we can help you," and then their opportunity in their head was for something very sick to take place.
Pleasure-oriented things.
Yep. They won her trust.
I got that card too.
Ten of Swords.
Yeah.
Finances. Yeah, for money, for fun, for game, for
profit.
yeah.
And Joe G says that is a really creepy area, well known for human trafficking due to the truck driving routes and truck stops, Erie, Michigan, and Toledo, Ohio area. Joe knows because she drove a big truck in that area during that time, the early
Oh
90s.
wow, Joe.
No
Yeah, the
kidding.
I-75. Yeah.
And Teresa says, I did too, Joe G, around 1984. Wow, y'all. Joe says, I just grabbed a t-shirt out of my drawer in the dark. Peterbilt. I remember them. My only trucking days shirt left. Oh, bless. Based on the faces you're making when you're reading this, I really hope you cleanse your cards. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm going to sage the heck out of mine.
Yes.
There's my sage. There's my Palo Santo and my sage.
Yeah.
I've got my
So I'll show you what I got.
yes.
I think Jody thought this was just a grand. She was so excited, like,
Yeah.
I get to go on the open road by myself. So that's the energy of the reading. But I think you're right. I think she came across some really nefarious characters. Here's the Five of Swords and the Lovers, and they prey on young women.
Yep.
They wait for them. Right? They lie and wait for them. And then here's the moon.
Yeah, yuck.
Yeah, really yucky.
Cover a
Yeah.
night.
And I think they come across, and I think it is a woman. I think you're right about it's a woman that
Oh wow.
lures them in. Of course, promises to take care of them and gives them gifts and that sort of thing. But their intentions are that. And they make this offer of love and ply them with gifts, but really, what they're doing is trying to keep them.
Take you off guard.
Take them. So this profoundly changed her life. In fact, I believe again with the temperance that she went. She's in heaven. She's not alive.
Yeah.
I threw my cards, and what was my original question now? I think it was, was there foul play? Yes. So I came up with the sword the sword first. Why do I keep doing that? So the sword first, and then of course there's this through the heart, the heartache, and yeah, and then running away.
Kind of like they did it and getting away with it.
Exactly, getting away with it. That's right. So getting back to her being on this trip in the first place, it also, the cards also tell the stories, the big message that, again, there's that dream bigger card.
Oh yeah, I want to go out into the great big world.
Exactly. But really, she's not this this old. Handle it. No, she's still here.
Yeah.
And going out on her own is not what it seems. And then it came the jail card. So yes, she was taken. They saw her as their little princess, and they took her. There's the car. Yeah.
I get the ancestors.
A lot of saging.
Oh yes. Got mine right here. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I got the Page of Pentacles. So this is what they were to her. This is who she was. Four of Swords. They took her. Eight of Swords. And I got the King of Swords. I'm wondering if this was kind of, for me, with it being a King of Swords, it was like the man was in charge. He was kind of like and she did what he wanted her to do. I did
Woman
get
lured her
judgment,
in, made her feel safe. Yeah.
lacking remorse, the judgment
Yeah.
card, and then I also got the Three of Swords.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the Eight of Swords too. So it's interesting how we get some of the same cards.
Yes.
That's why I like more than one reader.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, I do too, especially
You
with
can,
these cases.
corroborate. Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'm going to check and see if she's going to be found, if I can get any sense of that. Will Jody Lynn Brandt out of Georgia ever be located? Will she be found?
There's the judgment card again. Oh, I'm getting the same cards again. Oh, jeez.
Ancestors? Meadow.
Mm.
Documents? Something written?
Maybe a signed confession.
I wonder. Gun. Club. Like dancing. A dance.
Smoking gun.
Yeah.
Oh, and a knife. Oh.
Bad people. Wrestling ring.
Mm-hmm.
Open road. Her being found. Open road. Heaven. Dumpster. I don't know. If she's saying that she was put in such a thing, if she's in a landfill some area, good luck. I get unconditional love and a punch in the air. Band-Aid and cave. They may, to me, it looks like they may find scraps or something very remote, but I'm just not seeing it. I'm seeing concealment. Oh, well, now I'm getting map and drunken sailor. Somebody might know where she's at, though.
Yeah, they might brag. They start drinking. They start,
oh, I left her up there.
Posting and bragging. Yep.
It's mountainous. I get mountains.
I've gotten mountains.
And I got farmer, so maybe like farmland, pastoral land or something.
Mm-hmm. People are going to be talking. Someone's going to loose lips. Yeah.
You see that?
I got the Five of Swords. Oh. And again, I got the Judgment upside down. No remorse. Eight of Swords, entrapment. And again, the Three of Swords.
Mm.
I'm going to use Scott stick really quick and see if I can find out where she's going to.
And Khalia Lizzie wants to know how many times they may have done this team. That is a good question. I have a feeling that they were pretty good at their little game.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the feeling of the woman's card. It was like she had, with that Queen of Swords, it's like she had this down to a science.
What was the girl's name again? Jody, right?
Jody Lynn Brandt.
Yeah, when you say the Queen of Swords, that brought me the image of the woman being the actual brains behind the operation.
Yeah, maybe
and the man was the scary part, but she was the brains behind the operation.
Mm-hmm. He's the muscle.
I just got the businessman, the King of Coins.
Oh my goodness!
Asking, if they were responsible. Wealth, businessman, leader. He financed it. Argument, lack of energy, conflict, obstacles. So there's the Five of Wands again. And young, curious youth. Yeah. Charmer and gossip.
And her car was found, and remember, her car was found burnt. So this was out of 19. Let me just see here. 94. Yeah, 25. No more than that. And there's links to her on Reddit. I mean, like if you really want to dig deep, and I definitely want to. I like to go on after, because like I like to be kind of cold as far as how much knowledge I have, but I do find like a page that I can give people for some basic details. Yeah. So it was 1994 Memorial Day weekend, and she left home from Gwinnett or Lawrenceville, Georgia, to drive to Pontiac, Michigan.
That's where Madonna's from.
Pontiac, Michigan?
She grew up in Pontiac, Michigan. Yeah.
I always thought it was New York. Didn't think it was.
Nope, she grew up in Pontiac, Michigan, and she left for New York at the age of 18 when she was old enough. She had she had $60 in her wallet. Can you tell I was a Madonna fan over the years?
Oh yeah, but she was a self-made girl.
Yeah,
respect that.
I never have been a fan of hers. I've always, well, I don't know. I always picked up such insincerity from her.
She's a diva. Yeah. She is a diva.
Yeah, I didn't like her energy. Okay, so what I got was the energy of the reading is I asked the question, will she ever be found? And the energy reading is the Emperor, and I think this is the man. He's got a hard hold on everybody, including the woman that reigns. But I think someone's going to leak a secret. Here's the Page of Wands, and see how he's looking over the wall, going, psst, psst, I got something for you. And it's quite an impulsive move. There's a move on his part. Here's the Page of Swords, which is, very immature. And I think there might be something to what somebody said, that here's the Eight of Cups, but this woman's very unhappy. And see how there's a couple here? I feel like he maybe shacks up with somebody else, and she goes away very disgruntled, the brains of the operation. Right. And so I've got the yes card, that she'll be found because of this information. There's the Seven of Rods, and this one usually is having to defend yourself. And I've got another ace. Yeah, so she'll be found. I think in the end, it was the rods or wands that they will eventually find her because of this disgruntled woman spilling the beans.
Makes me think of Epstein and Maxwell.
Yeah, this kind of, I agree, kind of makes you that same kind of an energy.
Yeah, exactly.
Good night, Sharon Sipe. I hope you
Good night, Sharon.
Well.
Night, Sharon. Thank you for listening. My link in the chat, I appreciate it.
Yes, and after the live, I'll put Sharon and Indigo Chrysalis links in the description box for you, so that you can check out their channels and make sure that you're subscribed to us, because sometimes YouTube unsubscribes our subscribers.
Exactly. And I find mine go up, by 10 or 20, and then down by 10 or 20. Like it's just it's like no rhyme or reason.
It's like, okay, just all that headway I just made and worked my tail off for it has been eaten up over a number of days. That's what I get happening. So it's like I just kind of throw my arms up in the air and go, YouTube, whatever.
Yeah.
Let's see. I want to.
You can't get me down.
Yeah. So let's see. I get Mother and Guts. I think her mom definitely pursued this. I'm thinking of, will she be found? Master and Wrestling Ring. I just think this team is really good. I get the world card and I get cave. I don't think so. I don't think so.
You don't think that she's going to be found?
No, I get a weirdo, the
Mm.
weirdo card with an egg. I really think that they've got the advantage.
Mm.
You didn't get a notice again, Don Luis. I've got to let them know. You know what? I've got to complain. I was happy when I made 50 subs too. I'm happy
Yeah.
for each and every single sub, because when
Me
they
too.
take them away from you, you guys, you're like, I care about each and every single person I get. You are all very
Exactly.
I
important.
think I'm up to 180. For me, that's exciting.
Yes, and you will continue. You will continue. So just keep trucking. Just keep trucking.
I
All right.
shuffled because I asked if they were going to get caught, and I got these cards. It didn't make sense to me. I shuffled and I got them again, but just in a different order.
Interesting.
So I got the moon
With the kitty. Sorry.
with the kitty. Yes.
Boo boo kitty.
Surprised he didn't want to come up and say hi to you tonight.
Oh.
So there's information that's going to come to light. It's going to create an understanding of the situation of what went on. And then this card says meditation, but I always read it as mediation. So for me, because two hands coming together, like a mediation. It was kind of like a prayer, a mediation. So I think I'm feeling that somebody is going to come forward with that information, and they're going to find out who this couple is. And
I
last
hope
card,
so.
Priestess of Fire. So there's that main woman again. So it very well may be that he scorns her. And she comes forward, with the information. So, yeah.
All right.
After that, the cards don't really. Well, then I get rigid. I'm not sure about that, but then I get movement. So at some point, a case is going to be made, and it's going to move forward and
get some heat on it. That energy going.
Ooh.
Let me just. I know. I get it. I had it earlier, and Anna was saying weird. I was wondering if she participated in this to get his violent attentions off of her. What just came to me was that she
enjoyed it.
Yeah,
because I got that
yeah,
7 of Cups that in that one hand, and that's like fantasies and stuff. And so I think this was a sick. I know we've read on cases that had the same,
same energy.
Couples like getting off
predicating on young women. I also am picking up the Awakening card, which is one that I just recently made. Though you can't see it well here. Oh well, doesn't matter. And Crystal. So there's something. Maybe that means that after a while. I mean, it's been many years now, but Repairman and Wings. Stereo, Night. Maybe there will be. I get PD Officer and I get Claw. I don't know. Dumpster again. I think somebody may confess or something. There is a download next to that dumpster. Maybe somebody says, this is where we put her, and they might look through it, but I get Magnet and I get Punch. So I just don't really know. Is this them, yes, we found her, we've gone through. Is this them going through a
field?
Yeah, or any kind of area that thief. I think they will look, or they have looked. And I get Spatula and Camouflage. I feel like they've been around her again.
And one of them's going to flip.
Yeah. But the problem is, I think she's still hidden. But there's something that maybe in nature that needs to move so that she can be found. There's spiritual guidance and a unicorn. So maybe there's a miracle. Maybe. That's what I get.
Yeah, with her, when we were talking about, their sick little fetishes and whatnot, I think a lot of it might have been, well, the card, when we were saying it, the first card that came up was obedience.
Ugh,
So someone is being obedient in the relationship to the other individual.
yep.
I got the listening card. So it's saying someone's going to be listening, someone's going to overhear something. And then again, the moon card, secrets, is going to be, revealed. Someone's going to, maybe with the listening intuition as well, they're going to get an idea. And then I got the understanding card again for the third time. And
Oh,
I got the mediation meditation card again for the third time. So I think somebody in this couple is going to, eventually, if they haven't
break.
already, come and, yeah, or at least start talking. Because if they did this one time, there's going to be more
Oh,
than one victim.
I definitely think so.
Yeah, I have my cards tell the same story.
Interesting. Whoa.
So the energy is the King of Wands, but you could take that upside down. This is the
Ew.
sex fiend. This is,
The ill dignified.
yeah. And I do believe that, and below that is the Ten of Cups. So I think there'll be a good ending there. But anyways, the first card is the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is actually, this is the reluctant knight. Like she's been holding on to this information, but she
Yeah.
wants, she's been holding on, right?
Mhm.
But I think now this was 30 years ago. So I think she's probably quite old now, and I think maybe she's not well.
Ah.
Yeah, and this is she's tired of keeping this secret, and I think she wants to come forward with proof here. The pentacles are proof for the documents, right?
Right.
So I think she wants to come forward with the swords, with the truth. And she's offering, I think she wants to make a deal, because here's the 10 of Pentacles, and this is her offering. And she's going to, here I got the Moon card as well, that she's going to reveal some secrets and, tell them where the body is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but the money is important to her. Like she wants to reap some reward from this, but I don't think it's anything, maybe not to do with her, maybe it's to do with her family. But I think she's she's not well, and she doesn't want to go to her grave keeping this secret.
Maybe.
Yep.
Oh, what
she
is
is.
that? What is that?
The tree is also for health, and
Yeah.
there's the suffering.
Right.
Oh,
So-
yes. Her cross to
so
bear.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
suffering. She's not well.
Yeah,
Gonna
she's not
talk.
well.
Oh, look at the owl. Sorry. She's like,
And
Yeah.
this is the guy. So either
That's the guy.
she's going to
yeah.
be talking about him,
Mhm.
or he's going to be talking about her. I don't
I
like
wouldn't-
this card because this is the way they present themselves to
Yeah.
their
Right.
victims.
Right.
Yeah, there goes the loyalty.
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
No more being loyal. That would be right next to the cross.
Being the little puppy dog for him. Good
Yep.
night, Joji. And
Good night,
Good night,
Joji.
Joji.
Yeah, I definitely think she wants to come clean, but she wants to make a deal.
she wants it all onto her advantage, I think. I don't think she wants to have any accountability for this. And I think that if she could make it all this guy, and he scared me and made me do it.
Exactly.
But I don't think that she was pretty cold-hearted is what I get. What I wonder is he dead? I have a feeling
Oh, is he dead? Interesting. Okay. Is he dead?
is the man dead that is responsible for Jody Lynn Brandt's disappearance. Just came to me. 9 of Cups and the World. I think he drank too much and liked a lot of pleasure, overindulged. And I think he popped his clogs.
Yeah, very hedonistic, that guy.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And here we get the Hierophant and the star. I believe this was him looking at people, picking these females. And look at the star. She has blonde hair. Well, you can't see it here, but yeah. I wonder if he had some links to religion or some weird beliefs.
I did have that Hierophant card in the beginning.
I've got it here with the star.
Maybe
Jesus
it was a cult.
loves you. I don't know. I don't know about
what
that. Or
happened to Elizabeth Smart. They were kidnapping young
that's
women.
right. Let me see what else. I get the Eight of Pentacles with that. And upside down, Seven of Cups. So
there's the sick fantasies again.
Yeah, sick fantasies going on and making people do things. Okay. This guy, I think he felt like he was something special. Maybe he thought he had a Messiah complex or something. It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, King of Pentacles. Who else got the King of Pentacles for him?
I think you did, Sharon, didn't you?
I had the King of Wands. Look, this is really interesting.
And I get the Four of Cups, like he does not care.
Okay, so you asked, has he passed? Did he die?
Mm-hmm.
Death. First card.
I knew it. I knew it.
And the
Nailed
King of
it.
Wands. Look, he comes up again. Death, King of Wands.
Mr.
And yes,
Sixpence.
the Sun card, yes.
And I think he both liked his earthly pleasures. I think that's why we're getting Wands and Earth for this guy, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because here he is, and he does not want to feel. Oops, wait a minute. Sorry, y'all. We're nearly at our 2-hour mark, but there he is. I'm sorry. You can see him kind of a little bit better there. Does not care. Four of Cups.
Yeah.
Reverse 10 of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. It's all about what's, he was born with between certain limbs. It's what governs him is what I feel like. Death. He's dead.
Yeah.
And the Six of Swords. So,
I'm just going to shuffle just to see if there's any link to a cult.
I'm just blown away by these three cards.
I know.
The first card, Death, King of Wands, right?
Oh my
was
God.
what I had him before. And then, yes, he's gone.
I believe he is dead.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is the star deck.
Whenever I get together with you, Maya, and another guest too, I find the energy is so good. We just
Yep.
Yeah, we seem to do a really cracking job.
I agree. I do well with Heather. I do well with you.
Yeah.
And it's a good combination. And it's like
Absolutely.
we're at 2 hours and we're just perfectly to say goodnight. And it went so quickly. So I'm going to put us.
And you know what? I think I said this before to you, Maya, the last time we were on together, that I don't feel tired.
I don't feel either.
Yeah. Usually I'm really whacked after, doing readings, but.
Yeah. How are you, Heather? How are you doing?
It's after midnight here.
She's up in Niagara. She's on the opposite coast.
Yeah, you're 3 hours. Yeah, you're 3 hours ahead. It's after midnight.
Yeah. So we want to thank you guys. I'm still thinking of knocking this back maybe an hour just to make it a little easier on people, but
yeah, I'm sorry. I thought you were doing it at 3 o'clock. I thought that was your regular time.
Yeah, that for Sundays.
I was sitting there waiting. I wonder where she is.
It's like, oh my God, no, it's all the way at evening.
And then I thought, oh, maybe we should look further into this. So
I think I will knock it back to 6 o'clock just to get, a better area. It's just for me and dinner, and then trying to get that done, go to the bathroom, make sure I got some makeup on or look clean and a washed face. So anyway, that's funny. 3 hours went by like nothing, she says, with Heather and Scott.
Yeah,
Heather, that's where you were. Okay, that's why you're tired too. You've been busy.
Yeah, no, I find it just wow. it's so easy with our energies together.
Yeah, it is. And anytime, you guys, anytime. So
Yeah.
you just let me know what you,
I
if
would
you're
love to
free.
do this with you. I think this is fascinating.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Love
to me,
it.
it's a worthwhile reading because I feel like
Exactly.
I'm doing
I
something.
agree with you guys.
Yeah.
You know,
I agree. Oh, thank you. Don Louise says you all work brilliant together. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
That's
Thank you.
nice.
And
Yeah,
Serena,
that's nice feedback.
Mama Bear says, I look forward to watching you girls on Thursdays. Thank you. We really appreciate that.
I look
That
forward
makes
to it
us feel-
too.
It is my thing too. It's like, all right. I was like already at 3 in the afternoon sticking on my eyelashes.
I like
So
being invited. I like
Well,
being
I was
invited.
ready at 3:00.
I should probably put it at 3. I really probably should just put it at 3. At 3 Sunday and 3 on Thursday, and people would probably remember better. What do you think, Heather?
Whatever you think.
3:00 here would be
Is that
6
too?
o'clock.
that would be 6:00 my time.
Is that a
would be
little
perfect?
too? All right. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. It'll be 3 and 3. So both my.
Okay.
It's easier for me to remember anyway, because that's the worst.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's cool. All right, you guys. And with that
Alrighty.
said, we are done for the evening. Thank you all for joining us so much. And I look forward to seeing you guys next Thursday. I will be putting
Yes.
Sharon Strawberry Rhubarb and Indigo Chrysalis links in the description box after the
Thank
live.
you. I'm
Yeah,
so
thank you.
excited. This is really great stuff.
It
Yeah,
I
is
mean,
this
fun.
it's
I think-
sad and it's horrible, but I think we're giving a voice to those.
Yeah, Sharon.
It's
I
good
think
work.
this is the first
Women,
time
yeah.
we've read together, isn't it?
Is it?
I don't
Or
think
maybe
so.
only the second. Because we really haven't done any lives together.
No.
Well, you
no.
guys
I
worked
think
really
I've been
well.
on with
Only the
you and
second.
Sophie. Anyways,
So it was nice.
yeah,
I enjoyed it.
right.
Awesome.
And I like it because it's different.
Yeah,
It
I
goes
have to
to
have a
my-
break.
Yeah.
Break from the politics.
Oh,
I
yes.
don't do although I can read it. Oh, today's hearing. Did you watch it?
Uh-uh.
Oh, well, they're just doing a bang up job. They really are. They're just taking
That's
one theme
Good.
each time and just repeating, many different witnesses, and you're finding that all the different witnesses are saying the same thing. I mean, they are just brilliant, and they're all Republican witnesses.
Ha, 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 ha.
Isn't that brilliant?
Yes.
People from the crazy ones, inner circle. I mean, Ivanka threw him under the bus.
Oh my God.
See,
Yeah.
now I live in a red area. Even though New York's a blue state, I live in a very red area
Right.
of Western New York. So every day I go out, I'm seeing the 2020 signs, the 2024.
Yeah.
I'm seeing the Brandon stickers, the Brandon flags, the fuck Biden flags. And
Oh, how rude.
It just,
Yeah.
It just drains me. It
Same.
Well, I tell you,
does.
not that I think Mike
Yeah.
Pence has redeemed himself, but today was all about him, what Trump was doing to him and how Mike said no. He stood up to him the entire way.
Oh,
saying,
he finally did.
I will not do that. Or, talking about
Because
sending
they
the votes
said they
back.
wanted to, what him when
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
And
Oh,
my
yes.
goodness.
Because that's because
terrible.
Trump said in that speech and also with tweets just before that he hoped Mike would do the right thing, but he had a feeling he wasn't. And he said, and he was on a phone call with Mike Pence the morning of, and Mike standing speaking to his guns. No, I will not do this, Mr. President. I am not going to do it. And Trump says, well, I won't be your friend anymore.
Oh,
You can't come to my birthday party.
Seriously?
Seriously.
It's like, well, that's a chance I'll have to take.
I know
Yeah.
in the past they said there was a car that was sent for Pence, and Pence knew I am not getting in that car.
Yeah. He said to them,
He used
look,
his
he said
intuition.
to the Secret Service, actually his staff briefed the Secret Service saying something's going to happen. So, be on the watch out.
Lordy.
So they wanted him to get into this car. They squirreled him away in a safe place and wanted him to get into the car. And he says, look, fellas, I really trust you and all that. I don't know if he meant that, but that's what he said. And he said, I am not leaving. I don't want to be seen as leaving.
Oh, wow.
I am not going to do it.
Good thing he listened.
Yep.
He listened to that fly that was on the wall. I mean, on his head.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
Whispered into his
I
ear.
tell you, today was the best 2-hour whatever it was campaign ad for my pants.
Great.
Wow.
Well, not that he's not going to win, but
well, I mean, at least maybe some people will start to smarten up a little bit.
I was watching it with Mary Trump. She was watching it live, and then she had
I
a
like
panel.
her.
Yeah. Oh, she's great.
Mm-hmm.
And I love, so she had herself and a panel of people that were reacting to it as it was live. And yeah, exactly. That's what was coming out as well. Comments from her panel, like, they're a bunch of sycophants. That's right. And why didn't they speak out earlier?
Plonkers.
But still good for Mike Pence. He stuck to his guns.
Yep.
He wasn't going to do it. And Eastman is really figured in today's hearing. Eastman was the one that sold the theory to Trump that he could overturn the election. He could send back the votes to the electoral votes to an alternate.
Pshaw.
There was a flyer in my gas station door, and I told Scott this yesterday. There is a Unity tour going around.
Oh, Lord.
And I saw, Unity, what's this? And I saw barbecue and everything. And I just happened to look underneath it. Rudy Giuliani's going to be a guest. And I'm like, and I'm closing, walking, I'm going, is this place supporting that treasonous bastard? And she's like, shh. I'm like, no.
I'm tired of being quiet.
Yeah, but you got to be careful around here.
The people around Trump, they were saying, you're fucking crazy.
It's because it's true. He's bonkers.
It's true.
It's like, tell me something I didn't already know.
Yeah, but I just love how the January 6th Select Committee is doing this. They're taking one portion, one theme of the January 6th thing, the planning and so on, and they're just witness after witness after witness is all saying the same thing.
Yeah,
and these are separate testimonies that they gave, so it's pretty compelling.
And last week, 2 people from Buffalo that were a part of the riots and had gotten in the building, they were sentenced. 2 Buffalonians, 2 men. I think they only got like 5 years or something like that. I wish it would have been more, but at least, But they'll probably be out in a couple of years on good behavior.
Eastman needs to be tarred and feathered and sent to jail. But tarred and feathered first so that the citizens of the U.S. can throw rocks at him.
Yeah.
He's the one behind, selling this theory of what the vice president can do. And of course, actually, that he had the power to change it. And he doesn't.
Yeah, I told Scott last night, I'm losing hope. There's just too much going on in this world between the politics and then the gun violence that's being purported by by 45 and his hate speeches and everybody else that follows him. And I told Scott, some days I look up and go, okay, where's the mothership?
I know.
And I told him I'm losing faith, and he told me not to lose. He goes, sweetheart, don't lose faith.
Yeah,
don't lose faith.
And
do you know what this reminds me of?
That's what they want.
This reminds me of the fall of the Roman Empire.
Yeah. History repeats itself.
Yeah. And, how they were so really debauched. Really, that civilization had just gone off the rails.
Oh, Don Louise, I didn't know you. I'm assuming then UK, maybe?
Yeah.
I find actually their politics more interesting because I don't know as much about.
Yeah. I follow your politics too, because I've always said, I know actually more about than our own, but I do know a lot about our own. But I follow closely because, as I said many times before on live streams, when the U.S. sneezes, Canada catches a cold.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, we're going to let you all go,
All right.
and we will talk to you
Alrighty.
more
Yes.
later. Thank you all
Alright,
so
good night,
much.
everybody.
Bye. Good
Have a
night.
blessed weekend.